everybody. My name is Christian, and today I'm going to be doing a very quick, spoiler-free review of Rogue One. Josh and I are going to have I would imagine, a much longer conversation about it in the next few days. But this is just entirely spoiler-free about Rogue One. I really enjoyed it. I saw it last night, Thursday night. I went in hearing mostly positive reviews, but some people having some issues with it. Overall, I really enjoyed it. It's not a perfect movie. Think I think as a standalone movie, The Force Awakens may actually be a little bit better. This movie has a lot of fan service, and that's coming from a fan, so that's fine with me. They throw in so many Easter eggs and cameos and just aspects that just tie into the movie so much. I would really advise you to go ahead and watch Star Wars: A New Hope, the first original Star Wars, right before seeing this one. You're going to see a lot, from the trailers. They go to Yavin. They go into the same room that they were in. It fits so well in the Star Wars universe. They're back to the old uniforms. Things are gritty. Things are a little bit darker. This is speaking of dark. This is a dark movie. It is similar kind of tone to Empire Strikes Back. It is violent, is gritty. It is a war movie. It's Saving Private Ryan. It's The Dirty Dozen. It's Seven Samurai. It's that kind of movie. It's not some gigantic space opera. This is a military mission. There's no Jedi in this universe anymore. This is just how dark things have to be when us normal people without superpowers have to deal with issues on our own. I really enjoyed it. I love how the first two paragraphs of A New Hope are this movie. It's about how they get the Death Star plans. In a lot of ways that I'll go into in my spoiler review, it actually makes certain aspects of Episode 4 even better. It really does. And it brings back the person who plays Bail Organa in the prequels. He comes back. Unfortunately, we all know what's going to happen to him during the course of the next movie, but it just fits so well. It doesn't feel jarring. It doesn't feel like it's a repeat. It doesn't feel like it's just fan service. This just feels like part one of Star Wars: A New Hope. It really does. You couldn't just roll one right into the other. And of course, the graphics are way updated and stuff like that, but I don't know what order to tell people to watch the movies anymore. Before, I would always say watch 4, 5, and 6, and then 7, and then stop. Unless you really love Star Wars, then go and watch prequels. I don't know where to tell people where to start, because this is a great movie, and it doesn't spoil anything. You see a little bit of Vader, you see a little bit of Tarkin. There's all these hints of what will happen. Certain phrases that when certain characters say certain things, that means a big deal to me because I know they're going to say it in A New Hope. So I really don't know, but either way, it is a great movie. It's really interesting. It's probably the second best space battle in all Star Wars. The Battle of Endor and then the space battle in this one. The ground battle is significantly better than the Battle of Endor. It's nothing's ever going to beat the Battle of Hoth on the ground, but just the final 30 minutes are just stellar. There's some slow parts in it, and there's probably some things I would have changed a little bit, but overall, it is a great movie. I really enjoyed it. I'm not gonna be able to rank the Star Wars movies at this point. That's something that, after a lot of beer and some watching it a few times, will I be able to do that? But I know I really enjoyed this movie. It's not as standalone fun. So Force Awakens, I was anyone go out and see it. Even if you've never seen Star Wars, go out and see Force Awakens. It's great. This movie's great too, but this is for people who like war movies, for people who it's more sci-fi. It has a little bit more of the science behind it than some of the other ones. And overall, go out and see it. It's great. And stay tuned in the next few days, and I'll have a much longer spoiler-free discussion. What did you think about Star Wars Rogue One? Did you like it? How are you comparing it to other ones? What did you think of the space battles? What things did you like that they brought in? Do you think some things were a little jarring? Did you wish they didn't have? And another quick thing, the cast is all great. Alan Tudyk, I believe, is the one who plays the new android. He was in Firefly. Hilarious, great. It was one of a great character. Jan Orso's character, great. It was a great cast. I really enjoyed it. Oh, and I read Star Wars Catalyst, which is there's a separate video that I've already posted for that, but it goes from a year into the Clone Wars up until pretty close to the scene where you see in the trailer where Jan's father is being recaptured, and like what brought him into as well as just it'll make the Tarkin Orso Gaelic interactions mean even more, as well as when he calls her Stardust, and just the thing in his wife, and it's just like these are all characters that mean more if you read the book, because you already got like hundreds of pages of backstory for him. But it's great. It's on its own. If you're a fan, it's even better if you're a fan. And if you've read Catalyst, it's like that much better. But don't wait to read Catalyst and then see the movie. No one's going to be able to wait that long. But if you've already read the book, it makes the movie that much better. So, goodbye, and please write in the comment section below. Bye.